How do there, guys, and welcome back to Edgar TV, where today we're going to talk about the UK Open 2023 edition, and we're going to look at 5 rank outsiders who could be ones to watch in this year's UK Open. Now, I'm basing this rank outsiders on the sports book, and people that are right out in terms of the sports books on the probabilities. I will look at this again in a couple of days' time, and I will give you 5 people who could lift the title. 5 outsiders who could come through to win this. We always get a surprise package at the UK Open, whether that's a run to the semi, to the final, or actually winning the championship. Who picked Danny Noppert last year, eh? But this is 5 people I think could go on a run, and by a run I mean outperform their personal best at the UK Open, or get to sort of like the last day, the latter stages. Not saying they can't win it, but this is a list for people that are going to have a bit of a run. First person on my list is going to be Richard Veenstra, a winner of 10 ranking titles worldwide, including the Dutch Open. Now, if you're not familiar, the Dutch Open is one of those events that has about 6,000 entries. It's one of the hardest events to win, and it also has the same status on the WDF, the amateur side of the game, as their World Championship, a platinum graded event. For that reason, that is one of the hardest events to win. Richard Veenstra has won that. He's got a runner-up at the World Trophy and twice a semi-finalist at Lakeside. That was recently as well, in 2022. And you would be forgiven if you thought that maybe Richard Veenstra's opportunity has passed him by. But for me, he was always one of them people that when he got his tour card was going to do better than when he was trying to get it. Like, he'd kick on. And he is doing so. He's made a debut on a European tour. He won that against Florian Hempel. He made a quarter-final of Players' Championship number 2, only losing out 6-5 to Simon Whitlock. But the interesting thing here for Veenstra is the fact that he's number 31 on the Players' Championship Order of Merit based on averages. So he's averaging the same as one of the top 32 players at the moment on the PDC side. And not only that, it's not just the averages, it's the wins. He has got wins so far against Mensa Suljovic, Christoph Ratajski, Adrian Lewis, Stephen Bunting, Kim Huybrechts, and a very in-form Rob Cross. Richard Veenstra could be one to watch at the UK Open this year. The man with the golden finger and the platinum thumbs up when he hits those patented 180s, Andrew Gilding. It's about time for me that Andrew Gilding goes on a run somewhere and has a bit of a run in an event, certainly such as the UK Open. He's outside the top 32, which means he'll come into play on the afternoon phase. But Andrew Gilding is somebody who's had a good run in this event before, so we know he can do it. Semi-finalist of the UK Open in 2015. He's certainly playing the darts that could replicate that sort of run. He is the 18th best player in the world over the last 12 months according to averages. And you might say, well, there must be a weakness somewhere within that game. Maybe he's not scoring as heavy. No, he's number 25 when you look at the front 9. Maybe he's missing his checkouts. No, he's the world number 14 over the last 12 months according to data when it comes to checkouts. The thing that's letting Andrew Gilding down at the moment is converting the performance level into TV wins. He's started converting them, or he's continuing to convert them, should I say, on the Pro Tour. Recent quarter-finalist on the Pro Tour lost out to Gerwyn Price 6-5 with a 97.94 average. He is performing very close to a player of the top 16 in the world, despite being world number 41. That shows me a conflict, and where there's a conflict, we hope that Andrew Gilding is going to bring his fighting game to the UK Open, and I'd expect that Andrew Gilding could go through a couple of rounds and could replicate one of those major runs he's had before. And don't forget to join in the conversation as well. Remember, we are looking for the 5 biggest rank outsiders, not like a Dirk van Dijvenbode, for example, who will probably appear in the next video of people who could lift the title. Proper rank outsiders who could be dark horses. Go chuck your predictions in the comment section below, and make sure to like it on your way past, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Third player on my list is Luke Littler, someone I spoke about when I went through the recent winners for the qualifiers, and this is going to be a proper rank outsider. Luke Littler is a qualifier, came through the Riley's system, and he's only 16 years old. That's the youngest you have to be in order to play that. He qualified on his 16th birthday. And Luke Littler, he is the current JDC, that's the Junior Darts Corporation World Champion, but he's also had plenty of success in the male game, the men's game, the adults, the seniors game, should I say. A winner of 3 men's ranking WDF titles. He plays for the England national team, and doesn't just play for the England national team, but actually is winning gold medals for the English national team. He has won pretty much every single youth title that is worth winning and currently picking them up. He's an absolute serial winner when it comes to the youth game. Highest average recorded so far for Luke Littler, 111.33. So he can hit up to those ridiculous heights that is going to be needed. He has played on TV before. That was at Lakeside WDF World Championship. Both games he averaged over the 90 comfortably, and actually went out to Richard Veenstra, who averaged over 100 to beat him. Luke Littler could be a danger. He will open up the campaign. He will play on the main stage, and he'll be taking on Nick Folwell. I quite fancy Luke for that one. The real deal, Mike Dedecker's got plenty of experience. He's been around quite some time, but now he's starting to show levels of performance that he hasn't had recently. The back end of last year, Players' Championship 25 reached a quarter-final. Players' Championship 29 reached a semi-final. And he's playing some good darts. He's averaging the top 32, the 32nd position over the last 12 months, but he's starting to win games as well. He's beat James Wade, Johnny Clayton as his recent sort of standout wins, and the defeats that he's having to run into big performances. Take a look at this. The 4 Players' Championships this year, he has lost with a 99.45, a 97.72 and a 95.50, and in his other one lost to Johnny Clayton 6-4. So the level of performance is there. It's taking big performances in which to beat him, and I think he's due something somewhere, and quite a sizable run. It would not surprise me to see Dedeker sort of reach the last 16, maybe quarter-final stage of this event. Final man on my list is Jim Williams, the Welshman, the Quiff. He's enjoying quite a good year on the Pro Tour so far this year. He's 3rd on the Pro Tour Order of Merit in terms of ranking for averages, and 22nd of the last 12 months. So he's certainly outperforming his ranking, which suggests that he's pushing himself towards the top 32. And when all things level off, that's where it's looking like he's going. He's had some good wins recently, Dimitri Vandenberg, Damon Heta, but also James Wade. And that came at the World Championship, where he reached the 3rd round. A 2-time Challenge Tour winner. I'm sure he's going to outperform his career best at the UK Open, provided he avoids those real big hitters. His career best at the UK Open came last year, 2022, when he reached just the last 64. So he doesn't have far to go in order to beat that. And that gives you my 5 top players to watch from the rank outsiders for this year's UK Open. If you do want to catch my 5 people who could lift the title, not looking at those big, strong favourites, but 5 people just slightly off the pace who could come through and do what Danny Noppert did last year, make sure you subscribe to Edgar TV, because that video is going to be coming soon. Also, we are running a sweepstakes again this year, so go and find out the information for that on the Edgar TV Facebook page or the Twitter page in the corner. If you can still see those posts active, it means there are still places available. Let me know in the comment section down below as well what you think in regards to rank outsiders who could have a bit of a run. I'll be down there joining you guys very soon, having a chat. I'll catch you soon for some more Edgar TV. Edgar TV.